Welcome back. It's a hot summer day. Nothing better on a hot summer day than soup. Not really, actually. I'm not a big fan of soup. But today we're gonna make a kick-ass French onion soup. And in fact, I wasn't really a big fan of French onion soup until I found the best recipe ever. And all cred, all shout out to go to Chef Jon Favreau. Chef Roy Choi had this amazing Netflix series, and I'll make a couple things from that actually. It's a good movie too if you want to check it out. Jon Favreau, of course, you know, what's Jon favored for? Well, we've got our guest here, Baby Yoda, who's keeping an eye on us. Jon Favreau, of course, from creator of The Mandalorian, as well as a lot of other things. So Baby Yoda's going to keep an eye on it for us here. We're not going to try and melt them. So lots of fresh ingredients here. Oh, what do we got? For the French onion soup, we've got grass-fed butter. Watch out for Buttergate. We've got some Iberico cheese from Longo's. We've got some Balderson cheese. We've got fresh olive oil. And then we're going to add brandy. That's right, we're going to put brandy. So stay tuned. It's going to be an amazing French onion soup. Our cast iron pot is cooking, and we're going to add a big, generous piece of grass-fed. Oh, a little hot there. Don't want that to burn. Rookie mistake. Here we go. Let's pull that off. Do not want that burning. There we go. And we're going to add to that our onions. Should be no surprise to anyone. There's plenty of onions. Now the secret to the onions is that we are going to let them cook low and slow for a long time. We're actually going to make, as Chef Roy Choi describes it, a jam. So they're going to cook for a beautiful long time, and they are going to make a jam, and that will take us probably about 15, even 20 minutes to get that done. And as they cook up and soften, we're going to add some spices, some salt, some pepper, and a few other things, which will add some extra flavor kick to our onions. All right, that's warming up nicely, so we're going to put in a few spices just to take it up a few notches, to kick it up a notch, as Emerald used to say. So first of all, we're going to add in some Cattleman's carne asada. It's going to give it a kick, a bit of a spice. And then we're also going to add in a touch of salt and a little bit of pepper. It's on a low heat setting, and you can see it's already darkening up. Not there yet though. As Chef Roy Choi would say, we're looking for a jam. So we're not quite there yet at all, but it's coming along nicely. Well, we are now getting to that jam. Delicious. We're going to mix in a bit of flour, but we're not trying to make a roux here, so we're just trying to dry it up here just a little bit, probably about 2 tablespoons. Let's move that around. All right, we'll let that sit for a few minutes, and now we're going to add the secret ingredient, brandy. That's right, we're going to pour some brandy in here for that sizzle. And then we're going to deglaze the pot with the brandy. And let that cook. The alcohol part burns up, just leaving that rich, rich flavor behind. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to add in our French onion soup maker, which is our beef broth. I use generally one of these, what is this, 900 mil. I generally would use most. This is about probably 700 mil, not quite complete. I'll turn the heat up a little bit because I want that on boil. I'll get that going, mix that up a bit. And that is the essence, or will be the essence, of our French onion soup. All right. Turn the heat up, as I said, and we'll let that come to a boil. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make our own croutons, and for that we've got some bread out of the freezer, kind of past its prime, delicious sourdough bread. We love the ends for this. And we're going to cut it up, and we're going to make our own croutons that we're going to put into our soup. No reason as it would be to let any bread go to waste. And I am making a few extra tonight because they make a delicious appetizer. A couple of larger, a couple of smaller, different sizes, just to have some fun with the configuration and presentation. Now we're going to take our tray and we're going to liberally put some of this amazing olive oil. This is where you really want to splurge on the olive oil. This isn't basic cooking oil, this is bespoke finishing olive oil, and give them all a good basting. This olive oil came from my friend Stephen at Cumbres, who sells this line of olive oil, and it is a delicious, look at that color, that golden color. This is no ordinary olive oil. And then add in some flake salt to give it that kick that we're going to be looking for. And then it's going to go into the barbecue at about 350, and just to crispen those up. I don't like them too crisp, but of course they'll get softened up quite nicely in our soup. Don't be shy with the olive oil. All right, so hot zone over here, not hot zone over here. So I don't want to bake these from the bottom, so I'm going to put these on the top rack off to the side, and we're going to let those cook in and around at about 350. Our croutons have been cooking at 350 in the barbecue probably for about 10-15 minutes. Some are a little more crispy than others, but they're all basically perfect. So let them chill out. I don't want them really cooked any more than they are. Our next step is to get our French onion soup into these bowls and top with cheese. We're using a couple of different types of cheese here. Actually, we've got some Parm, we've got some Balderson white cheddar, we've got one piece of Balderson smoke, so somebody kind of gets one piece of that. We got these delicious Spanish Iberico cheeses, and we might throw in a little bit of a hearty. So yeah, lots of cheeses, and that's what it's made for. So let's first of all start dishing out our delicious French onion soup base. Fill it about halfway, comme ça. And then we're going to start putting in our bread pieces, kind of as it goes. Smaller pieces, larger pieces, crust pieces. I like it kind of sticking out, very bready. Let's finish off with the rest. There we go. Another couple of pieces here and there. Could use a little more sauce. All right, so now let's put on some cheese slices. Let's use the smoked on this one as a base. And then we're going to put on some cheddar and then finish with our Iberico cheese from Longo's. Now, if you're a fan of the Food Professor podcast, you know that Jenny Longo told us they're discontinuing these. Not enough people are buying them, but you can still get them at the deli. So I was pretty relieved to hear about that, because this is just a delicious, delicious cheese. And then we're going to put a bit of Parm on to top it off. All right, now we're going to make 3 of those, and we are going to throw them under the broil setting. Now, you could do this if you had a flamethrower kind of thing. You could do that if I had one powerful enough. I do not, as it turns out, so they're going to go into broil until that all just melts down into its deliciousness. And there's our mascot for our cook. Thank you, Jon Favreau, for creating Baby Yoda, keeping an eye on the cook today. All right, it's summertime. As I said, our delicious French onion soup is ready. Look at that cheese deliciousness mixed in with the bread. We're going to give it a try. Now, I'm not going to try right away because I don't want third-degree burns in my mouth, but just check out how everything's softened up with the cheese deliciousness. So bon appetit, live long and prosper. That's a wrap.